Hello, I'm James Unit the Third. Today I'm going to expose to you driven trading education. Before we get into it, there's a disclaimer that I need to make to you. We are providing information that you can benefit from should you take the time and effort to utilize it. At no time are we guaranteeing you any results. However, I will say this. There is no skill more essential to the American dream than the ability to make money with your money. And by learning the skill set that can help you make money with your money, you can surely free yourself from any financial constraints or also have the lifestyle that you truly want to live. And that's why we're talking about driven trading today. We're at the forefront of the digital revolution, and by empowering people not only with information on the financial market, but also cryptocurrency, blockchain, and metaverse. And as things go forward, the new changes that are happening, we're going to be at the very forefront of that. We are here to help position people and brands for the future. And we take great pride in presenting tools and education to help them achieve their dreams. What we've learned is that 50% of the people are seeking change. And how can you blame them? Look at the things that are going on today. We're in a situation where we're talking about recessions and depressions and all sorts of things. So 50% of people are no longer really satisfied with just giving their time for money and not having enough. We've learned that, and it's been revealed that 55% of the population have gotten involved in some form of trading. Now, when you start to learn about trading, you can go to YouTube, you can go pay someone to teach you and educate you on it. But the most important thing is the environment that you're in and the education that you receive so that you can have the best results possible. Now, what we do here at Driven, we provide you with the best tools. And not only for very beginning traders, even experienced traders can take advantage of utilizing some of the platforms that we have, such as our trade management softwares. And I really have put a pin for the newer traders to come in and realize that at the time that you're taking to learn how to utilize this information, you can utilize an asset like our trade management software to actually learn and earn by taking trades from some of our top traders, and they're taking their live trades and sharing them with us utilizing this platform, and it comes instantly to your cell phone, so you can take a trade when you see it come through or utilize a trade idea from one of our top traders. Now, we also have, and what's more important than even taking signals from someone, because I know how it may seem like, well, you know what, I don't have time, but I can just take this signal. No one can take away information that you put into yourself and that you comprehend and that you can utilize. Once you have full command and understanding on how to use this, then you don't need any signal. You are the signal, and you can do this from anywhere in the world. So we provide you with that education in order to empower you where you can take advantage of this system. Now, in the right now, we're talking about metaverse and NFTs and cryptocurrencies. Well, this company has taken an unprecedented stance and is one of the leading spearholders for what's going on in the NFT spaces. Hell, we had one of the first live minting and reveal of an NFT series in Las Vegas when we went there and we opened up. And my good friend actually was the benefactor of winning or minting the first NFT wrap supercar. Driven is proven that they are going to be into this space and that they want to lead in sharing the information with everyone about what's going on in the future. I was just looking at a movie the other night that was talking about virtual reality, and that was in 2016. And as we see now, it's becoming more of a reality of where we're going in the future. And you want to be appraised of that information going forward. So what we're doing is we're giving you the keys to understanding NFTs, and in our driven experience, we're actually creating a driven verse where you can put on your virtual reality goggles and have a class or go to a meeting or go to a seminar and be able to be in the comfort of your own living room and learn this information where you are. And we're at the forefront of giving people this information. Um, not just artwork like you see with some of the other companies. And I'm not going to talk down on them because, I think that is pretty neat what they started, but we have case usage with the NFTs that we provided. As I mentioned, my good friend with his NFT, he minted the first NFT wrap supercar. But what comes with that is that he gets to get tutored and mentored by the CEO of this company, who happens to be a top 1% trader in all of the world. Now, the culture of what we're doing is very important. I'm gonna tell you, I spent the better part of 5 years working to learn how to do this, and the environment is so important that you're in. And I thought that I was in the best environments to help me grow as a trader, and I learned so much when it came to the business side of it. But when it came to actually trading, I didn't quite get the results that I was looking for. But I'm gonna tell you something: when you're learning something like this, the people who you surround yourself with, the environment that you choose to learn in, is very important and vital to your success. Here, Money and Influence teaches useful, strategic, applicable skills to impact people's financial outcomes. So I know that if we can provide you with the tools to bring in more money, it's going to be able to compel you to live the life that you truly want. And you're going to be able to, if you choose, share that with other people and show them how they can take their time away from working for someone else from 8 to 12 hours and devote that to themselves for 2 to 3 hours and make what they were making in a day, and for some cases is a week or even a month's worth of salary. Now, new times require new strategies. No longer is it, frugal or really time wise to sit there and try to promote to people that are not interested in what you're doing. What you want to do is get into an area where people are looking for the information that you're providing. And when I promise you, when you're able to demonstrate and show how you can take a little bit of money, let's say 10 cents, and learn how to compound that money, and you didn't have to go to work, you didn't have to do anything, all you had to do was push a button on your phone, people are going to want to know what it is that you're doing. So that's why we are so happy to be able to give you this education and embark on a new strategy and a new way to live your life and to maintain in this current environment. Now, I mentioned to you earlier about our CEO, Corey Cromway. This man has a tremendous story. His experience from coming from a high school dropout to being one of the top 1% money earners in this industry is phenomenal. And his heart to come and share this information with people after what he's gone through is amazing. So he basically took his time to learn how to trade after being on a golf course, seeing the guy on his phone taking time making trades, and he's like, "Yo, come on, man, we golfing here." But the guy said, "Man, look, I just paid for this golfing. I just paid for my mortgage. I'm paying for lunch. I'm doing everything because I just made this money on my phone." And so what Corey said to himself, like, "Man, well, what is that?" And when he figured out what it was, he devoted his time and effort to go and learn the skills by being mentored by some of the top traders within this in the world. And so he'd spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get this education that he is now sharing with us. And I'm very grateful that I met the guy. He's a very cool guy. Now, Livia Fisher Kane, she is the chief marketing officer. And this lady here, she actually has a background of working with MMA legend Wanderlei Silva and being his marketer and being his branding consultant. And she actually was recognized by the UFC for her talents and was brought on to help them build and promote the UFC brand. And you can see what happened with the UFC. I'm quite sure you would agree that it is a household name. Now, we also have Gary Ingles, who happens to be one of the best leaders and motivational guys that I've ever seen, even though he's a real subdued guy. The COO of this company is goal driven. He has a martial arts class. He's actually going to sit for his black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with the Gracie family. He just instills so much quality leadership. And this is our team of leadership and the type of environment that we are being fostered with these people who are sharing with us their expertise. Now, one thing that I'll say, when I first got into the trading world, I joined a company which was at the forefront of this, and I really am grateful for it. But when I got in there, it was so immersive. I mean, you had about 70, it seemed to me like 75 or 50 different people that you would have to go to try to get an understanding of what you were doing. And ultimately, what I ended up doing just finding one and just sticking to that. But here, what they've done, they've cultivated a top trading team where it's a small group of professional traders who have a history of controlling portfolios or either trading with big companies like Goldman Sachs or whatnot. You have Rodrigo Esprina, who is one of our Spanish education leaders. You have Jennifer Mensah or Miss J out of UK and Ghana. She actually was an institutional trader with Goldman Sachs. And you have Jay Adams. I'm quite sure most of you guys, if you've been involved in trading, have heard of Jay Adams. He created swipe trades. You have Jamari James, who's one of the most open and fun guys to learn from. He trades in the metals and golds. And you have Noah DeFreitas, who's one of the top cryptos, actually a Series 65 holder, and actually has his license to be a financial consultant. He's the first to get that cryptocurrency Series 65 all together and giving us this information. I'm very happy to have met him as well too. And you also have Anointed Ali, who is one of the top derivative traders. He trades in XRP. He's made millions of dollars doing it, and he's sharing his technique on how to utilize his knowledge so that you can also take advantage of doing the same thing. Now, our purpose here is to fuel you, to empower you, and by participating in the decentralized market, promote positioning people to take advantage of the digital revolution, we are positioning you to win in the coming future with the education and the techniques that are provided in our learning education. Now, this all derives on you. You're going to have opportunity to take advantage of the strategies. You're going to have opportunity to participate in the live classes, and you are going to have the opportunity to grow money on your cell phone if you utilize this system. Ride this shift with us. This is Driven.